Welcome to Mining Hub Activity Insights. My name is Bill Stormont. The post-Beaver Creek news flow has continued to come fast and furious this week, so we're going to get through as much of it as we can. But to really get the full download, make sure you subscribe to Mining Hub's daily newsletter at app.mininghub.com. Kicking off with drill results, we had Solitario Resources announcing the results of the first 3 core holes ever drilled on their Golden Crest project. All 3 holes intersected significant thicknesses of mineralization, 2 of which displayed high-grade intercepts. Among the highlights was an intercept of 26.4 meters, averaging 2.6 grams per ton gold, including 14.4 meters at 4.2 grams per ton gold. Sun Summit Minerals shared initial drill results from their inaugural exploration program at the JD project in north central BC. The first 3 drill holes at the Creek Zone intersected high-grade vein-hosted mineralization found within broad zones of disseminated gold mineralization. And among the highlights there were 61.52 meters of 1.07 grams per ton gold, including 43.49 meters of 1.4 grams per ton gold. Endurance Gold announced preliminary assay results for the first 6 diamond drill holes completed in the Imperial and Diplomat zones at the company's Reliance Gold project. To date, 11 drill holes have been completed for over 3,500 meters of a planned 10,000 meter program, and highlight intercepts there included 6.8 grams per ton gold over 4.3 meters, including 13.7 grams per ton gold over 2 meters. Aya Gold and Silver released high-grade drill exploration results from their 2024 program of 120,000 meters at Boumadine in Morocco. Results extended the main mineralized trend by 400 meters and demonstrated the continuity of the Boumadine main zone, which remains open in all directions. Highlights from Aya included 1,937 grams per ton silver and 1.66% copper over 1.9 meters. Minorum Gold released results for the first 5 holes of their drill program to establish an initial mineral resource at their 100% owned and production permitted Alamos silver project in Sonora, Mexico. The company highlighted intersections of 0.7 meters of 2,976 grams per ton silver equivalent and 5.6 meters of 368 grams per ton silver equivalent and 2.55 meters of 621 grams per ton silver equivalent. Solaris Resources reported assay results from their ongoing 60,000 meter drill program targeting open extensions of mineralization while upgrading mineral resources and converting wastes at its Warintza project in southeastern Ecuador. The company highlighted 427 meters of 1.11% copper equivalent within 475 meters of 1.03% copper equivalent from surface at the northwest sector. From Brixton Metals, we heard its 3rd drill hole results of the 2024 season in from the Thorn project located in northwest British Columbia. Brixton is operating with 2 diamond drills, and they're going to continue drilling until the end of the season. Among the highlights at their maiden drill program at the Cirque target was 87 meters of 0.26% copper equivalent, including 28.5 meters of 0.29% copper equivalent. Standard Uranium released a summary of analytical results from their inaugural spring 2024 drill program at the 7,302 hectare Canary project in the eastern Athabasca Basin of northern Saskatchewan. The drill program confirmed moderately anomalous uranium-thorium ratios of greater than or equal to 3:1, indicating hydrothermal uranium input. In terms of next steps, the company states that supplementary geophysical surveys over all 3 corridors will provide target areas for Phase 2 and Phase 3 drilling. In terms of land acquisitions, Stallion Uranium tells us that the company has staked 10 new prospective uranium exploration dispositions in the southwestern Athabasca Basin. The new claims will make up the company's Stone Island project, covering 9,993 hectares. The new dispositions are contiguous to the Western Athabasca JV project Stallion has with Atha Energy and are 100% owned by Stallion Uranium. Kodiak Copper has entered into a purchase agreement to acquire 100% interest in the Aspen Grove copper gold property from Pinwheel Resources. Aspen Grove is a large claim package hosting numerous mineral occurrences and drilled copper gold porphyry targets, similar to those currently being advanced on Kodiak's adjacent MPD project in southern British Columbia. In terms of metallurgy, we've got neighbors in the Tombstone Gold Belt releasing some network of interest this week. In Alaska, Tectonic Metals announced their metallurgical heap leach column tests in drill core from their Flat Gold project, which achieved gold recoveries of 96% and 91%. And further to the east, in Yukon, Banyan provided an update on ongoing metallurgical test program work for the company's Aurmac project. Gold recovery of 93%, 92%, and 90% from Powerline East, and Airstrip, respectively, utilized conventional gravity separation and whole ore leaching. West Red Lake Gold reported that a test mining and bulk sample program was underway at the Madsen mine. The company noted that test mining will provide data on how best to mine at Madsen. Bulk samples will allow the company to compare modeled and actual mine resources, and the process will give additional operational experience to the team. On the permitting front, Fortitude Gold announced they've received all regulatory approvals and permits to mine deeper at their Isabella Pearl project. The permit allows the company to mine approximately 80 feet deeper than previously authorized in the Pearl portion of the Isabella Pearl deposit. And LaFleur Minerals released a mineral resource estimate for their 100% owned Swanson property located in the southern portion of the Abitibi Gold Belt in Quebec. The highlights were a total indicated mineral resource estimate of 2,113,000 tons with an average grade of 1.8 grams per ton gold for 123,400 ounces of contained gold, and total inferred mineral resource estimates of 872,000 tons with an average grade of 2.3 grams per ton gold for 64,500 ounces of contained gold. Magna Mining revealed the completion of their updated preliminary economic assessment on their 100% owned Crean Hill project in Sudbury, Ontario. The company cited a pre-production capital cost of $27.7 million following the 15-month advanced exploration period, and a pre-tax NPV of $265.3 million. An internal rate of return of 142% is estimated based on a nickel price of USD $8.50 per pound and USD $4 per pound copper metal prices. In terms of management changes, I-80 Gold Corp appointed Richard Young as their chief executive officer and a director effective immediately. He succeeds Ewan Downey following his retirement as CEO. Mr. Young was previously with Barrick Gold at their Gold Strike mine. He was also the founder and CEO of Teranga Gold Corporation, which was ultimately acquired by Endeavour Mining in 2021 for more than $2.5 billion Canadian. And most recently, Mr. Young served as president and CEO of Argonaut Gold, which was acquired by Alamos Gold earlier this summer. We had a number of financings this week, and we'll finish off with those. Vizsla Silver announced that they've completed a previously announced bought deal public offering of 25 million common shares at a price of $2.60 Canadian per common share for aggregate gross proceeds of 65 million Canadian. The offering was led by Canaccord Genuity as the sole bookrunner and lead underwriter, and the proceeds will be used to advance the exploration, drilling, and development of the company's Panuco project. Foran Mining completed the second tranche of their previously announced $360 million private placement financing for aggregate gross proceeds of $70,950,788. Upon closing of the second tranche offering, the full financing of $360 million is now complete. Dryden Gold announced that they're increasing their previously announced non-brokered equity financing up to a maximum of 34 million shares consisting of flow-through common shares and charity flow-through units, as well as hard dollar units. The flow-through shares, the charity flow-through units, and the hard dollar units will combine for a maximum aggregate proceeds of $4.6 million. And the financing is going to be used to fund drilling, relogging on the company's Dryden gold property. North Arrow Minerals has upsized their private placement to 11 million units at a price of 20 cents per unit for gross total proceeds of $2.2 million. Proceeds from the private placement are going to be used to fund the first-year exploration program at the Kraaipan gold project in Botswana and for general working capital purposes. P2 Gold is increasing the size of their non-brokered private placement to 20 million units from 18 million units at a price of 5 cents per unit for gross proceeds of $1 million. The company also announced they've closed the third and final tranche of the offering, consisting of 5 million units for gross proceeds of $252,500. And proceeds there will be used to advance their copper gold Gabbs project on the Walker Lane trend. Metallic Minerals announces that Newmont has elected to exercise its top-up right to purchase additional common shares in Metallic Minerals in order to maintain its 9.5% interest. Newmont will purchase an aggregate of 577,776 common shares at a price of 36 cents per share. And finally, Headwater Gold has announced the completion of a significant $1.54 million funding round with Centerra Gold, resulting in Centerra acquiring a 9.9% stake in Headwater. The strategic investment, bolstered by an investor rights agreement, will finance exploration activities in the Western U.S. and support the company's working capital needs. So thank you all very much for listening. Please be aware, as I said at the outset, that you can access and view this information and much more by visiting that's APP at mininghub.com. Create a free user login there. That'll give you access to our platform's comprehensive resource for industry update and transparency, give you a very good sense of how projects are positioned in relationship to their peers, and it provides an interactive experience to get to know the mining space across North America, Australia, and elsewhere. And last but certainly not least, please be aware that none of the preceding information is intended as investment advice. Any investment decisions taken by listeners are entirely at their own discretion and are not the responsibility of Mining Hub. Please do your own research. Thanks again for listening, and we look forward to connecting next week.